you're fishing a rainbow trout stream and a small stream with bigger fish, typically you're not going to find a whole bunch of fish. It's going to be 1 or 2 good rainbows per bucket, then move on. And at the peak of summer, when it's a little bit warmer, and the rainbow trout will definitely nose into the shelving riffle. And in this case up here, you can tell the shelving riffle because you have a different color. It's a little bit brown on the top side where it's shallow, and the surface is choppy, and then that choppiness gives way to a flat green or a flat blue in the back of the pool, and that's where the depth is. Rainbows love that highly oxygenated water with good flow, and they'll, right where that shelf is, they'll nose in there, and they'll just hold there, and they'll wait for food to drift past. And it's a great place to maybe do a quick check nymph, maybe prospect with dry fly, like a big stimulator or some kind of caddis. If there's mayfly hatch, that's where you're going to find the fish, and if you're able to see into the water, you'll see flashes. And again, if it's a low population, you'll see a larger flash and maybe a couple swings, that kind of thing. That's probably a fish taking mayflies. Now today, with what I did, I just came in here and I said, you know what, these fish are pounding minnows and fried, chubs, that kind of thing. And it's a low population. So on a spot like that, I'm just specifically focusing on just hitting the edge of that faster water, letting it sink. It's not a huge streamer. It's only a couple inches long with a small tungsten bead at the head. Doesn't matter the pattern, it just has to be thin. And it has a little weight at the head, so it'll just drop, and you can just let that thing flutter and roll in the current and just work the edges of that seam, because that's where those fish are going to be. They're going to be nosed in, and they're just going to be a very specific, maybe a rod length distance and maybe a 3-foot width. That's your prime lie, that's your prime spot for a rainbow, and it's just going to sit there and wait. And your job is just to kind of prospect, start casting, land it right in the heart of it at the back, mid, and head, and just work your way through that. It should only take you about 5 or 6 casts to work the entire run, and you're going to either see a flash at your streamer or you're going to have a fish on. And if you see a flash and you miss it, maybe you do a nymph, maybe not, and then carry on.